In the deep darkness of the night, under the cover of gloomy clouds, there is an abandoned hospital. This is a place that has brought neither joy nor relief to anyone for many years. Rumor has it that it is cursed, that secrets and horrors are hidden within its walls that can take away the mind of the most courageous person. One day, a young guy named Tom decides to explore this abandoned hospital, attracted by its dark legends and his own thirst for adventure. He always had a penchant for adrenaline, and he always dreamed of experiencing real horror. Nothing could stop him from breaking into those damn walls. During his journey through the corridors and halls of the hospital, Tom gradually realizes that the place is shrouded in an atmosphere of evil and suffering. A cold wind pierces his skin, and ominous shadows dance on the walls. The further he goes, the more he feels that he is not alone in this gloomy place. Step by step, Tom encounters otherworldly phenomena and incomprehensible sounds. Perhaps it's just the sounds of creaking floors and wind, but for him they sound like ghostly whispers and sinister giggles. His heart is beating faster, and his every thought is filled with anxiety. The light from his flashlight reflects off the cursed walls, revealing horrifying pictures of the past. He discovers bloody footprints left by disappeared patients and mutilated mannequins resembling victims of ruthless experiments. The grim truth of the hospital slowly unfolds before him. Gradually, it becomes clear to Tom that he is unable to cope with this sinister force that engulfs the hospital. His mind begins to play evil games with him, forcing him to see and hear things that are not there. He feels his consciousness slowly sinking into the abyss of madness. One day, in the depths of the hospital, when he is trying to find a way out of this nightmarish trap, he hears malicious laughter that resounds through the corridors. His heart freezes, and a terrible fear grips him. He falls to his knees, loses consciousness and becomes a prisoner of his own nightmares. Over time, Tom remains missing. His friends and family never find his tracks. Only the empty corridors and gloomy halls of the hospital keep the secret of his disappearance. Only a few people know the truth about his journey to the abandoned hospital and how it crushed his mind. Over time, an abandoned hospital remains a place from which few people return. Tom, a young and brave explorer, still wanders through its gloomy corridors and halls, a prisoner of his own nightmare. His presence is felt in the ominous rustles and malicious whispers that fill the air. The shadows attached to this place flicker in his peripheral vision, causing a feeling of constant persecution. Tom became a spirit coexisting with the ghostly inhabitants of the hospital. Despite all the efforts of relatives and friends, he remains not found. Search operations were carried out in the hospital, but to no avail. Locals who have heard about his disappearance prefer to stay away from this place, because it has become a symbol of death and madness. It is believed that Tom was a victim of dark forces that dragged him into the abyss of horror. His soul, a prisoner of this cursed place, continues to wander around the hospital, and his presence can be felt in the cold wind and frightening sounds that still fill these walls. Locals warn others against invading an abandoned hospital. Tom's story serves as a reminder that the evil attracted by this place can destroy the most courageous researchers. His disappearance was a warning to everyone who is thinking about stepping into this world of darkness and gloom. If you liked this story and want to see more of this content, I suggest you like this video and subscribe to the channel. When users are active and support the creator's content, it encourages him to continue working.